welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming my go-to makeup look. This is the makeup look that out of all of the other makeup looks that I could do, I would rather do this one. This is something that is pretty neutral, could go with any outfit, any kind of hair look, and something that's not going to take a lot of time. Yeah, I really love this makeup look and how it turned out. Before we get started, I would like to remind you to hit that subscribe button below, click the bell next to it for notifications and alerts anytime I upload a new video. I appreciate, as always, all of the support that you guys give me, and so if you would like to know how I get my go-to one and only makeup look, then just keep watching. I'm going to go ahead and prep my skin. I'm using the Cover FX Blurring Primer. It says a blurring primer that instantly minimizes the appearance of pores and fine lines to create a smooth airbrushed look. So I'm just gonna put some of that in my T-zone. Doesn't really smell like anything. And then I'm going to use my MAC strobe cream. This is in the shade Pink Light. I love using this up under my foundation because it gives a really pretty healthy glow look up under it. And surprisingly, yes, you can see it. So I probably should have done this first. But for foundation, I'm going to be using my Nars Naturally Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in the shade Sahel. I feel like this is one of those foundations that you can really sheer it out if you wanted to. Sometimes I find myself putting a little bit of an extra coat on, but it does give the skin a really pretty, healthy glow. And that's why I think I like it. And when I do a look like this, honestly, I just like to put the foundation over my eyes as like a primer a little bit, instead of like going in heavy-handed with some concealer. I only do that when I am doing like a really bold eye. I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. And I'm going to conceal with this. Down the bridge of my nose, a little on my chin, and some on my forehead. And I'll go ahead and bring that up on my eyelids also. Before this creases up under my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and set it with my Airspun powder. Any loose translucent powder would do. But I like to go ahead and do this before it settles in my creases. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with this Stay Matte Not Flat powder foundation. I'm going to set my whole face with this powder. I'm going to use a crown brush. It doesn't have a name, but it's a fairly dense brush. And I'm just gonna set all of that foundation. I like doing this instead of the regular powder a little bit more, just because it does add just a little bit more coverage. So if you are on your day where you feel like you just need an extra layer, definitely try a powder foundation. It helps so much, and it's really good at setting. It helps your makeup stay on all day, and it's really good for people who are oily, I feel like, because it is a powder even though it is a foundation. So if you need that extra powder to just help that makeup stick to your face a little extra, a little longer, that is a great way to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do blush. I'm going to use my Milani Baked Blush in the shade Rose d'Oro. This blush is very pretty, and I think I'll show it to you. It has like a golden pink iridescent to it. It's really, really pretty. But it's like it is a rosy shade. I'm going to put a little on my forehead just for some sun-kissed look, and a little bit across my nose. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and contour. I'm using my Lorac Pro contour palette. This is in the medium shade, and I'm just going to take this shade as a transition for my contour first, and I'm also just going to use that to bronze as well. So I first am going to take this other crown brush. Okay, and then I'm going to take a more tapered blush or brush. This is a Luxie 660 Precision Foundation, and then I'm going to go into the deep contour and chisel my cheeks out a little bit more. This just helps add a little bit more depth right in the hollows. So I start more towards the base of my hairline and then work forward, not bringing it all the way down here, about halfway, and then you can flick it up, and that's going to help blend it up into your blush, just, you know, hugging the blush a little bit. And then I'm going to put a little bit up here too. Alright, so to clean that up just a little bit more, say you went a little overboard with it, you're going to take some of the loose translucent powder, any powder that you're using, and I'm going to take a sponge. You can use whatever sponge. I like this Morphe sponge because it does have this sharp edge, and that will be what we use to clean up under the contour. Say you went a little too far and you want to clean it up, that is how I do it. And I'm going to let that sit just a little while. That reminds me, I'm going to go ahead and dust off the powder up under my eyes. Now, next up, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I introduced this product in my last video, and honestly, I really liked it. I liked how easy it was. It's very similar to the Benefit Precisely My Brow. That's the pot, I guess they have. I don't own it, but so I don't know exactly what it's called. But it's very similar because it does come with the brush, and this does have the cream. So this is the Chella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. This is what it looks like. Bottom comes off, you get your little cream in there, and then you have your brush on the top as well. And that's it. Like, I feel like that was just really easy to do. Alright, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and dust this powder off my cheeks. And so now we're going to go ahead and get started on the eyes. For that, I'm going to be using my new Crown Pro palette. This is what the inside of it looks like. Very pretty, definitely my type of palette. I love warmer tones. I love rose pinky tones. And I'm first gonna go and take this shade as my transition color first. Morphe M501 brush. So I have been doing the keto diet. I don't know if some of y'all have heard of this, but I've really been feeling pretty good lately. I have been doing it for almost a month now, but then I had a really bad cheat day and I think it threw me off. I've been back on it since Monday. So far so good. Just finding days to work out kind of sucks, but I'll get there eventually. Alright, and then I'm going to go for a smaller tapered brush, and for that I'm going to use a Morphe M433 brush, and I think I'm going to take Then I'm going to go ahead and take this M501 brush and just brush over that so that those two colors merge together. I don't have any harsh lines. Let's see, I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple today, but I really want to try this color. This color is calling my name. Use this on my lid, and I may grab a little bit of this color too. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that orangey glittered shade, this one right here, and I'm gonna put that on the outer and inner portion. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to go back over with that M433 brush and grab some of that brown shade in our crease and just kind of smoke out these edges a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and work on my lower lash line too. So I'm pretty much just going to mimic the same colors that are in my crease. So I'm going to first use this color, and then I'm going to go back into the brown and smoke out my lower lash line a little. Alright, and then I'm going to take just a little bit of that brown and run it on my lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara. I'm using my Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara by Wander Beauty. This is only the second time that I've used this mascara, and I actually really like it. I was recording that part, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes. I'm gonna do these off camera, but I wanted to show you guys what I'm using. These are the Koko lashes in the style Queen Bee, and this is what they look like. So I'm gonna put these on and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash mascara using my same mascara. And now I'm going to highlight. I'm using my Morphe M510 brush. I'm actually using Prosecco Pop by Becca Cosmetics. Yes, I want to be glowy today. I'm going to highlight my nose using that same champagne pop, Prosecco pop. And I'm also going to highlight my inner corners. Okay, and then I'm going to do my ever so famous little trick just to slim my nose down a little bit more on the sides. I'm going to clean up the sides of that contour shade. I'm going to line my upper waterline and a little bit on the bottom. I'm using this Essence Kohl Pencil in the shade Teddy. And I just like doing this for some reason. I'm going to do it on the lower lash line first. So I'm putting it like right in the waterline, and then I'm going to kind of bring it down on the outer portion of my lower lash line as well. And then up on the upper waterline. For lips, I'm going to line my lips using NYX lip liner in the shade Brown. Kind of rub it together a little bit, and then I'm going to go over that with the NYX Butter Lipstick in the shade Tan Lines. And then I'm going to take a brush